What's going on, YouTube? Look, we got Animals on the Rampage part 29, man. Before we get in this video, man, if y'all haven't already, get over to the Patreon to watch our movie nights, TV shows, whatever it is that we got going. It's going to be all in the Patreon. If you was on all my Kick live streams and you watched all the movie nights, if you don't know, got copyrighted, so I can no longer go live with movies and TV shows. But I can on Patreon, so that's where we at now. So y'all get over there. Shout out to all the 33 members and the people that have already subscribed. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate every last one of y'all for real. I'm going to get all this shit out too. Just how we getting the YouTube videos out, we going to get these motherfuckers out for y'all too, man. But look though, we got Animals on a Rampage. Before we get into this video, man, like, comment, subscribe, man. We're going to say a quick prayer. We're going to start this thing, man. Y'all bow your heads, man. Put the weed out, bow your head, and then light it back up. Dear Lord, I want to come to you today to pray for everybody that's watching this video. I ask that you bless everybody with good vibes, good energy, and just something to look forward to the next day. In your name I pray. Amen. Ashe. Let's do it.
If you go outside, write this down. If you go outside, right? You go outside and you don't find a cat there. You have not gone outside. You've gone to hell. Or the poles, which is the same thing, just frozen over. From the desolate dunes of the Sahara to the wilds of Houston, Texas. Cats have come.
The wilds of Houston, Texas? It was a tiger?
Just frozen over. From the desolate dunes of the Sahara to the wilds of.
Man, that shit ain't supposed to just happen. Why is it a tiger in Texas? Texas Tigers. Nigga, that's not one team. The fuck?
Houston, Texas. Cats have colonized virtually every aspect of this planet. There is no animal that's gotten more mileage out of humanity just by being itself, and you can tell, because where wolves would have treated us like the plague if they knew pugs were down the line, 99% of people can't tell which cat belongs in a pet store. Thanks for unpausing. It's none of them. And believe it or not,
what? That hell look like a house cat. Well, you know he don't belong in the house. And you definitely know he don't. That nigga belong in a tree or some shit. He don't either. That nigga eat rabbits, baby kids, and stuff like that. He could pass for a house cat. Nigga, these niggas is wild cats. That'll eat your house cat. Hunted.
That might just be what kills them. Because 99 is also the percent of wildcat funds that have gone to tigers, jaguars, and other.
Damn, that's beautiful. Man, look at that motherfucker jaguar right there, boy. Is that a panther? That's a jaguar. That's a panther. Or is these both jaguars? That motherfucker clean, boy.
They're big cats. Big cats are like the football flex of a D1 school. They'll never not have funds for new uniforms and infinite DoorDash. Meanwhile, engineers sleep in bedbug-infested abandoned bomb shelters. The other cats are so cute it kills them, because most of the public is impressed about the population of something that looks like you can find it in an animal shelter. One cat might already be in the genetic gulag because of it. So this video is about the small cats, for their sake, and that there were too many cat videos. Pure Spite already made me talk about the difference, but the short version is, big cats are cats that can roar. Somehow snow leopards slid by.
What the fuck, my fault? This shit paused on the wrong side. This what a snow leopard sound like. What the fuck is that? Stupid ass cat.
Basically a modified hyoid bone is what gives big cats the ability to evacuate your bowels. So whenever someone tries to argue cheetahs, I just let the cheetahs speak for themselves. Because vocal Viagra to a bird watcher does not a big cat make. Cheetahs are built like the work of a malicious.
That's what that sounds like. Meow. Cheetahs sound like that? Meow. Yeah, they don't eat a lot, you can tell.
Genie. They wanted to be the fastest so bad, now they speed run through life. Being the fastest thing on legs gives them a respectable success rate, but that success gets nerfed when about 10% of their kills gets taxed by lions, leopards, and especially a predatory laugh track. And unlike leopards, their claws and conflicts are both non-retractable, so cheetahs can't even do the cat thing.
That motherfucker look like his ass stank. Oh my god, he walked like his ass stank.
And unlike leopards, their claws and conflicts are
Oh,
both
shit.
non-retractable, so cheetahs can't even do the cat thing and climb from their problems. We used to think cheetahs ran so fast their brains overheat after, when really, it's the stress of knowing they're a main character visit away from having concepts for dinner. Or maybe it's the anxiety of their last hookup possibly being a blood relative, since the spotted doormat survived not one, but two major bottleneck events, largely by keeping it in the family royal style, which is why the current cheetah gene pool is more like a puddle and not even.
Oh, my nose, bro. You know, you get that smoke in your nose. Get that gas. I love my eye water. All right, we good. I damn near died. Shit. God damn, that guy should need. What the fuck?
Even yeast is that inbred. Cheetahs are so anxious that many in zoos have emotional support dogs to serve as role models for the high-strung balls of evolutionary apprehension. Basically, seeing their dog stay calm helps keep the cheetahs chill, and even gives them the confidence to do things like make more cheetahs. But as easy as it is to dunk on cheetahs, it's really not their fault. Being faster than the speed of light has a ceiling when you live in darkness.
Like, I feel like cheetah's probably the closest big cat that you can have. And that motherfucker just not gonna kill you. You know, like, it's just not gonna kill you. But if it do not get fed and you think you're gonna run from it, you better go left and right fast, because that nigga on your ass.
And the cheetah is essentially an overgrown high-speed house cat in the shadow of lions and leopards. But cheetahs do get props for fully committing to speed with the aforementioned non-retractable claws, ridiculous lung capacity, a flexible spine that makes the scoliosis in mind scream, and even a built-in tail rudder for steering that honestly looks like antelope aimbot. Plus, they'll always have
That
my
shit's
respect
great.
as arguably the most underappreciated single mothers in nature, especially since male cheetahs often reject paternity to go run with the boys, with males forming coalitions to hunt and travel it. So while I don't approve of exotic pets in like any form, if there's one predator begging to go the way of the wolf, I'd have to vote for the Ferrari feline. The serval took what the cheetah did for speed, but for jumping. The serval's been called the Franken.
Oh shit. A cat, cheetah, dog, rabbit. Cat, cheetah, dog, rabbit, hyena, monkey. That shit is crazy. That look like mixed with a lot of shit. Like house cat right there. A little bit of Crash Bandicoot. You know, dingo dog ears. You got a motherfucking cheetah neck body leg, raccoon tail. And these motherfuckers is made to jump. That thing might get on your ass.
Cat for looking like it was assembled at a lost and found. They got ears so big that I probably
Jackrabbit motherfucker. Ugh, weird. That's people making it, people breeding shit. That's not natural. That's not regular. That's a motherfucking cheetah bred with a jackrabbit. They try to make some shit overly fast, and it end up just jumping. Like, nigga, you ain't gonna be jumping high, running fast. Niggas either gonna take daddy side, mama side. It looked like it took mama. Jack fucking rabbit.
could convince you that this isn't a filter. Each ear can rotate 180 degrees independently, and wearing a Mickey Mouse headset means they can pinpoint the proverbial needle in the less than proverbial haystack. But it also means they file a noise complaint every time someone thinks for themselves. I wrote like 9 more ear jokes, but surely he's heard them all before. Besides, it's far more freaky that servals have the longest legs relative to body size of any cat. Once you see it, like anti-fascists, you'll never not see it. It's what gives servals what many call video game bounce, as they can leap up to 12 feet in the air. But it also makes the ones that come in all black look like a cryptid.
They look like a tall ass black cat. Not learning about this animal, if I were to just be in a safari or something, see that, I would think that's a human or a witch, and he turned some African lady turned herself into a fucking cat, a black cat, because I'm like, nigga, that black cat got some long ass human legs. Nigga, that would have threw me off.
They're one of the most efficient cat hunters, with a success rate of about 50%.
Nigga, you would not
They're also
see him at
efficient
night or
conflict
in the
resolution.
daytime.
When two males get into a territory dispute, they'll aggressively emote while they'll size each other up while placing a paw on the rival's chest. It usually doesn't escalate to violence, just a stare-off where the winner stays standing and the loser eventually retreats. How to figure out who is beyond me, and if you bring one into your home, expect de-escalation aimed at your cat. Many don't stop it.
Nigga put that shit on, she's like, hey, I'm tell you right now, I'm finna tear your ass up, nigga. I ain't with all the action shit, but look, man, I jump all on top of your shit, nigga. I'm mixed with half jackrabbit, kangaroo, and kick-ass cat. I'll tell you that right now. Take my hand off your chest. You buck, it's up. Okay. That's how them niggas fight. Nigga, they never get into the fight. They talk themselves out every time.
With folks mixing a serval and a domestic together to make a savanna cat. Not unlike the pug, I can't say I approve of them as a concept, but I guess it's better than people.
No, if I'm gonna get a house cat, I want my shit full house cat. I don't want my shit mixed with wild house cat and house cat. Cause then he's gonna be tearing your shit up with extra strength. Look.
Savanna cat. Not unlike the pug, I can't say I approve of them as a concept,
bro.
but I guess it's better than people playing house with an actual wild serval. Doing it with a non-domesticated nope makes even less.
Bitch ass nigga scared me. What the fuck? Oh shit. That scared the fuck out of me. Nigga swiped at me. I'm all in the motherfucking screen too. Let me back the fuck up. That made me nervous. I don't even like them cats. Was that a bobcat?
Sense. I've seen many videos of a caracal in someone's house, but
That
not one
motherfucker
where you
look
seem
like a
happy
lion.
about it. The caracal is also called the desert lynx, but let's be real, we all know them as floppa, named appropriately after their.
I was finna say lynx, then I was like, I thought lynx were the small one, and the bobcats was the one with the flicks, these little feathers.
Ears. It's still up for debate what's the actual purpose of the pigtails. Some say it's to mimic insects and therefore catfish hunting birds, or to blend into the surrounding tall grass. But the theory I'm going with is having graduation tassels on the ears is for nonverbal communication with other caracals, where they can sidestep or invite social interaction with just a swipe of an ear. Because whenever you see something questionable in nature, the safe bet is to assume somehow big. It's a swipe of an ear. Because whenever you see
is that a camel throat just pushing his throat out?
Something questionable.
What the fuck? I think I ain't never seen no shit like, bro, I've never, ever in my life. What does that mean?
In nature, the safe bet is to assume.
What does that mean?
Somehow baby making is involved. They have 20 muscles in those ears and, like a serval, can move them around to eavesdrop on prey like a satellite. Caracals are the coyotes of cats. Against a bigger cat, they're cooked. But turns out, caracals are much better at Against a bigger cat, they're cooked. But turns out, caracals are much better at city living than them. With Cape leopards getting
they kind of got a tail like a coyote.
404 by humans, the caracal has become the apex predator of the Cape Peninsula. Shout out to Cape Town, which is a big problem for one particular bird. The caracal also has turbo thrusters for legs, and the sky lynx jumps high enough to be a hazard to flying birds. So the worst thing you can do is show them one that can't fly. Caracals moving into the urban has also introduced them to colonies of Cape Town penguins in the
Ooh, if I was a motherfucker Carrigan, I'm telling you, I fucked the beach up. Nigga, all that deliciousness is right there on the beach, nigga. I'm wild, they wild. Nigga, this ain't rules. Oh, grannies, I'm gonna get one of them. Yay.
Thousands. It's like a fat kid in a cake store, and they act accordingly. One caracal managed to spend a year in the colony as a fugitive, murking an estimated 260 penguins before eventually getting caught. This literal hissy fit is an accomplished predator, and for some reason, a popular pet. But the tsunderes might be the New Yorkers of cats that communicate in aggression even when they're calm. But like the serval, the caracal is better as an air toll to birds than an ouch on your couch.
Yeah, I seen a video of this nigga had one of these as a pet. That motherfucker was kind of fat, big, and every time it pointed, he went up by it any type of way. Sound like a motherfucking Hellcat, nigga. Literally. And niggas that make cars, they so fucking smart, cause they'll say Hellcat SRT a motherfucking Hornet and it sound like the animal, nigga. They designed the engine to sound like the motherfucker. Hellcats sound like Hellcats, nigga. I'm telling you.
The serval and caracal have a lot in common. It's because they share lineage, and they also share it with the African golden cat, a cat very few people have ever seen.
Yeah, that motherfucker right there, extinct. That's probably some shit that's like, it's like 5 of them bitches up somewhere in the mountain. Nigga, you go out in the Amazon somewhere that we ain't discovered yet, nigga. They still got hella these out there type shit. I don't think them is extinct.
They're found only in the rainforests of Central and West Africa, and they look like a caracal nature tried redrawing strictly from memory. The lynx left behind is one of the least studied cats on Earth, and not for a lack of trying. Leila Bahaeldin spent 4 years attempting to find an African golden cat, and in total she found one. By accident.
4 years and found one by accident. I know that accident felt like the best shit in the world. You looking for something for 4 years and accidentally come across it like, oh! And if you find one, just know there's 50 more. Yeah, they just good. Not being seen. But they seen all us.
It's less impressive that she spent 1,400 days waiting on a cat, more so that she didn't drop her camera and fumble the first chance she got. I know I would have. It's likely this incognito cat is a result of them sharing an area code with leopards. Studies found that golden cats will actively switch to smaller prey if they happen to be in the hunting territory of a leopard. There's also the Asian golden cat of...
Oh, and you can tell it's Asian. That motherfucker. Ooh, I ain't never... That shit's beautiful. Asian golden cat, what the fuck? It kind of got like that red panda type of vibe to it. Look at the paws. Damn, fluffy than a motherfucker. Tear your ass up though, nigga. Nigga, house mouse don't stand a fucking chance with this nigga in the house. Shit, I don't stand a chance. I'm not being in there.
Asia. He looks like a travel-sized tiger and has the nickname Yellow Leopard. They were actually named after Dutch...
Mama, that nigga's a travel-sized tiger. It's a pocket tiger. That's a fucking pocket tiger. Like, you can, if you want a tiger, but you scared they too big, go get you a pocket tiger. And still be nervous, because he'll tear your ass up. Hunting you and shit all day. Now, I'd get one of them as a pet. In like an outside cage, you know, I have like... If I had some land, I have his cage huge. You know, he can run around, do his shit, climb and jump high and shit. But that bitch would be huge. Yeah. I'm gonna be buying jackrabbits and shit and let them hunt.
Zoologist Konrad Jacob Denmink. Well, my condolences, Konrad.
Oh, that shit scary, nigga. That low-key just turned me up. I think I want one of these. Yeah. Because I already know you can't train it, so I'm just having killing shit for fun. Entertainment, you know, rabbits, you know, let them go off in there. Big rats and shit. A monkey.
Right, but I'm not saying all that again. So that's an Asian golden.
That shit kind of
They share a
scary
name, but their ancestors split up millions of years ago, and they're not even each other's closest cousins. We also have the African wildcat. To be fair, he is. There's also the Asiatic and European wildcat. And fun fact, the European wildcat's scientific name is how the Looney Tunes Sylvester got his. If you have a pet cat though, direct your gratitude to the African variety, as they're the ancestor of yours. About 10,000 years ago, the African wildcat domesticated itself in the Fertile Crescent of the Middle East. You see, when humans were nomads, there wasn't...
African wildcat, I don't think it never was domesticated. I think we still got we got fucking wild cats out here. We just put them in the house. You ever see a cat and you got mice and shit in your house? That nigga turns into a lion. He's just little. You can't train no cat. That motherfucker will not listen. He gonna do what he want if they really just put his mind on it. Like, yeah, I don't want to do it today, so I'm not doing it. And I'm sitting on top of your counter. Nigga, they didn't make themselves domesticated. We did. We put them bitches back in the wild. They will survive. That looked like we done seen this shit in every alley. Talking about wild motherfucker. Nigga, that's an average cat in America. This nigga's out in the African jungle right now. Nigga surviving. Nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, we already got lions and shit in the house. What the fuck, where these dogs come from? Where wild pit bulls come from? Where they at? This might have been domestic. That might be the only thing that's really domestic. Is a dog.
Domesticated itself in the Fertile Crescent of the Middle East. You see, when humans were nomads, there wasn't much care for a cat, but once we switched to farming, the mouse-murking whiskered one became an asset, and just like that, the cat secured arguably the best possible job for itself. And since the cats barely had to change their playbook, the African wildcat is a dead ringer for something you'd find in the average American house, which is a big problem for the other wildcat. The European cat can also be confused for a kennel jockey, at least until you take them home.
What the hell? That shit look like he knows.
The European cat can also be confused for a kennel jockey, at least.
it is, nigga, you paid a lot of money for that one. That's like, that motherfucker look damn near human. For some reason. Like, he knows some shit. He's like, bro, only if you fucking knew, bro.
Until you take them home, as European wildcats are notoriously impossible to have as pets. Naturalist Francis Pitt didn't buy the untrainable label and attempted to hand-raise one named Satan. Satan was like an indoor derecho that gave Francis an experience befitting his name. Wildcats don't just dislike humans. European wildcats and domestics have been avoiding each other for about 2,000 years. But by the 60s, the wildcat population—
That don't look like a cat that you have in your house, nigga. He look like, I'm not listening to you. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. You look like, these motherfuckers look like you go in the wild and they pop out like this and they try to eat you as a human. That'll be some scary shit. Some house cats tearing you the fuck up, nigga. Nigga, that shit's scary. It's like a damn lion, bro. They gonna be scratching and biting, climbing on your neck, your face, your back. Oh, they fuck around when.
flirted with zero, which likely led to them and domestics pumping hybrids out. It's kind of like how wolves were once so down bad that they settled for coyotes and now we got coy wolves. Except with European wildcats, the effort succeeded in polluting the pure wildcat gene pool, with very few of them left. They've nearly literally screwed themselves out of existence. And good luck rallying support when the average person sees its doppelganger on their yard every day.
Yeah, that's how a lot of black families is. Y'all screwing yourself out of existence. That's like my family. Like, my family is like, I got a lot of family that's from Las Vegas and Arizona and Minnesota, like that area. And they, like our grandparents and shit, when they was kids, like they had moved down to Kansas. So like a lot of my family originated in Kansas. So it was, nigga, used to be back in the 90s, early 2000s, nigga, was hella black people in like South Kansas, like a lot. Now it's like some country white shit now, but like it used to be a lot of black people. But they was like all my cousins, all that. So like all, like my parents, all the uncles and all this, they eventually got over, moved this way, moved that way, moved that way. And so like all the black people that's there, nigga, they all cousins. So like no black people can date another black person. And then there's not like a whole nother family. If it is, it's probably like some Africans moved in town or some shit, because it's a small town. It's not like a city. Bro, so if you're black, you gotta date a white girl or a Mexican. So nigga, most of my, nigga, I got cousins, nieces and nephews, nigga, that don't look nothing like me. Like I'm talking about like nothing like us. Like they white. You know what I'm saying? Like they like white, but like they real life blood. And then like when they kids have kids, cause think about it, like they kids gonna be related to the black people in town and the white people in town. So they gonna have to figure it the fuck out. Somebody gonna be fucking each other, you know what I'm saying? Then they gonna be white down out of nowhere, nigga. It's gonna be a white kid with same last name as me. It's like, damn, nigga, you like full blown blonde hair with the same last name. Nigga, that shit crazy. I said, boy, that shit is crazy, boy. So many, man, I got so many little cousins, nieces, and nephews that's like damn, that little nigga white. That nigga Asian. This little nigga Mexican in the moment. You like, dang.
There's also the Asian wildcat, also known as a desert or steppe cat. Same story as the other two, except there's something inexplicably satisfying about this one. Maybe it's the sand coat seasoned with marks to help break up its outline. Their existence is proof that I could never cut it as a cameraman. Put this in my sight, I would lose all professionalism and likely my lips as I pss myself out of a job. But they have nothing on the deadliest cat on the planet, which it isn't actually him. Didn't I say this wasn't a big cat video? Weighing about a bag of flour, the black-footed cat is the smallest cat in Africa. It's also pound for pound the deadliest. They'll pack up more prey in one night than a leopard will in 6 months, and they'll life deprive up to 14 animals in that night. Blackfoots might as well wear red bottoms. They have the highest kill rate of a cat, one that doubles lions, and it's believed one cat can erase 3,000 rodents in 1 year. The assassin named the anthill tiger has to kill up to 20% of its body weight in prey a day just to—
Damn, that motherfucker's cute. Can't even go in there and pet that motherfucker for real. He gonna eat you. Or bite you at least. He gonna try to. He gonna scratch you up a little bit. But Damn, that bitch cute.
Fuel its metabolism. They have 3 ways of stacking bodies. The fast hunt, where they essentially overstimulate their prey by rushing around until they flush them out. The slow hunt, where they stalk the scenery and wait for a snack to expose itself. And the sit and wait hunt, which you don't need a description for. Another reason I'd much rather talk about animals in front of a camera than record those from behind one. I don't have the professionalism for that. Now we get to one of my favorite cats, the sand cat. As arguably the second smallest cat, they have no business being the badasses nature intended.
The smaller cats get, the better it get for me, because I'm like, okay, I can handle that motherfucker.
They live in a limitless litter box that can reach 115 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, just to drop to negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit at night. Luckily, sandcats don't need water. The blood of their victims is sustenance enough. The Sahara warrior can go without water longer than a camel, because they get what they need from their prey, which often means leaning on their blood. Blood that washes down the venomous snakes the sandcat will headshot and eat. But the biggest headache goes to anyone trying to find them. Sandcats have furry foot pads that protect them from the scalding hot sand, but it also means that they don't leave behind footprints. Also, they spend most of the day underground.
Damn, because the shit furry on grannies.
And the night hunting throughout its range, with some cats covering as much as 8 miles in a little over 24 hours. But even by the grace of God, if you stumble into one, you can still blindly walk by your blessing, since sandcats will famously close their eyes at night when a human approaches, so they can't be clocked by their eye glow. So if you ever see a sandy cat in the wild, say thanks, because that's entirely the cat's discretion.
No,
they're so adapted.
Fuck it, nigga, I'm gonna let you see me. Damn, that hell look cute. Kind of look like Chinese or something like that.
To live in the most unlivable place ever, they actually struggle when you take them out the trenches. The same respiratory system designed for Satan's sandbox is prone to infection outside the desert. You wouldn't want one in your house anyway, since sandcats primarily communicate through golden showers, and if you know about desert animals, the smell of their urine would have them kicked out. Still one of the cats of all time. And on the other side of the spectrum is the fishing cat, not to be confused with the fisher cat, which is neither. Unlike them, the fishing cat actually earns its name, living in places like
that
the
motherfucker low-key look like a house cat and a jaguar. Cheetah, yeah, jaguar. Kind of a cheetah too. It's just crazy how there's so many different fucking cats, nigga. And like Egyptians was having shit like this as house cats, nigga. Like shit that we scared of, nigga. Them motherfuckers was listening to them. Get hit on top of the head with a fucking all diamond, real 24 karat gold solid cane, nigga. Yeah, put some voodoo magic on your dumb ass, nigga.
In mangroves in India and Bangladesh, the aqua kitty can dive and swim long distances. And they fully committed, with partially webbed feet, an aerodynamic head, and claws evolved in the form of fish hooks. Basically the fish Terminator, with about 76% of a fishing cat's diet.
A cat with webbed feet? Cut niggas on your ass as a fish, as a rodent running in the water, nigga, whatever. You're done for. Imagine it, like getting away from prey. Jump in that water, these niggas dive under, end up over here, swim out, get loose on your stupid ass. I'm still a cat at the end of the day.
Coming with gills. They spend most of their time in shallow water, wading, and they'll even flick the water surface to mimic insects in order to fool the fish. They're capable climbers too, and scientists have clocked them snatching baby birds out of nests. Fishing cats might be the feline raccoon equivalent, as they've slowly been moving into city areas of places like Sri Lanka. It's not that out of place to be walking down the street and see a feline fisher hunting in a garden pond, and some are even popping up on rooftops and in attics. Really a catastrophically, no pun intended, underrated cat.
I ain't gonna lie, that'd be cool to see in person. Like if I was like out on vacation or something, seeing that, like dang, then seeing it hunt and then seeing it actually get the kill, that'd be cool.
And that's actually a problem. They're vulnerable, it's just that most people don't even know they exist, so they get shafted on funding. The flat-headed cat is even less known, and honestly, they got hoed hard body. If we would have found them first.
That's a cat mixed with a motherfucking lemur. One of them little tree monkeys, one of them tree monkey lemur things, that's a cat mixed with that. They fucking. Somebody mixed that up and then said, yep, put that in a wild. Ain't no way, that's full cat.
They probably would have taken the fishing title. Up to 80% of a flathead's diet can be fish. And those eyes that are almost uncomfortably close together give it perfect binocular.
Yeah, that's some Ice Age shit, man. That's some shit back in the Ice Age. Nah, this ain't no nowadays. I mean, it didn't lasted this long, but nah, they either that or they fucking. Like they mixing some science up.
Fish flatlining vision. Dog, even their toes are more webbed than the alleged fishing cat. But this Auburn aquatic got stuck with flat-headed.
Motherfucker look like a weasel.
Yeah, no, I'd be mad too. Maybe if they had a cuter name, more people would care about the fact they're likely Southeast Asia's most endangered cat, with less than 2,500 left in the wild. Not like the leopard cat. They're privileged enough to have two flavors, the Sunda leopard cat and the mainland leopard cat. In fact, they're the most widespread wildcat in Asia, found from India all the way to North Korea and China. Also, shout out India. They got the most types of wildcats in their country, with a record of 15. The leopard cat is also a swimmer and has been known to colonize islands. Disgusting greed. In fact, there's a leopard cat variant that only lives on the Japanese island of Iriomote, with possibly under 100 left in existence, making it arguably the rarest wildcat.
That motherfucker looked like Little Kim back in the 90s. Why that look like Little Kim in the 90s just taking a picture on the couch or some shit? What the fuck? That nigga look like a human.
The leopard cat exists in many forms, so of course folks didn't turn it into a pet. The Bengal cat is the result of a leopard cat and a domestic mating. Apparently the creator's logic was if people could buy a cat that looked like a leopard cat, less people would buy the real thing. I don't know if I like that logic. I think there's enough cats. That being said, bro got that shit on. The Borneo Bay cat has a familiar situation.
That nigga like he knows some sneaky shit. Don't come over here. Do you know who I am? Let me tell you a secret. Come closer. No, I'm not gonna dig in your butt. Like, what the fuck, sir? You turn around, that nigga's gone. What the fuck?
Instead of Iriomote, the only place you'll hypothetically find them is in Borneo. Hypothetically, because the bay cat is basically a living theory. They've only been recorded less than 100 times in history, and between 1874 and 2004, only 12 bay cat bodies have been studied. They straight up disappeared for 60 years, because after—
Damn, because them niggas is human, that's why. Every time you see one, you'll see that motherfucker the next 15 years, but it's a new motherfucker at the schoolhouse. I just here to enroll my son. Like, nigga, it was that motherfucking meerkat monkey baby that had that baby.
After being discovered in 1856, by 1928, they seemingly fell off the—
Damn, that's what it look like? That's weird. Weasel fairy. That's kind of cool. It's just that long ass tail make them motherfuckers look scary. Yeah, that's some breeding shit, bro. It's like lions, then it go down and it's like cool. Then some like wildcats and domestics, cool. Then it get to like motherfuckers looking like lemurs, monkeys, weasels and shit. You know, what they call seals, not seals, otters. They're like a fucking otter, bro.
Face of the earth. That was until someone pulled up to the Natural History Museum in Sarawak in 1992 with a half-dead bay cat. Since then, we haven't learned much. We really don't know how they hunt, what exactly they hunt, how they raise their kids, how they make their kids, or even what their niche is. There's few existing videos of this ghost of a cat. This is the best quality pic you're gonna get from a cat that dipped on reality for 6 decades like Captain America. The jungle cat is another one named out of misunderstanding or spite, since they live almost anywhere except the jungle. Also called the reed or swamp
like
cat. You'll find them on the hunt in tall grasses, swamps, reed beds, dry open forests, but never a jungle, of course, where they're an all-around athletic flex of a Furby. They can air snatch birds, climb trees, catch fish, and have even been clocked swimming up to a mile. They usually grief mice and fowl, but will also pack up cobras, and sometimes even gazelle. In the country of 1,000 cats, jungle cats are the most common one in India. And just remember, you're more likely to find one on a university campus in Bangladesh than anywhere near a jungle. Now, what y'all know about the marbled cat? It's a pint-sized monkey of a cat, somewhere in the forest shadowed by the Himalayas, where the marbled cat has been found as high as 12,500 feet, or almost 17 Golden Gate Bridge
I could see somebody putting that in their house.
Towers above sea level. It's another one of those cats you only ever run into by accident, since the marble cat spends almost its entire—
Never mind. That'd be crazy. You walk in your house, that nigga on top of the counter. You see this nigga in the dark, scared of the motherfucker.
entire life in the trees, moving like a 1.5-foot predatory spider cat, where they likely inflict all manners of PTSD on the primates they prey on. Ironically, the less than 10-pound marble cat almost stole itself a spot with the big cats, with them once considered panthers. And now, we get to one of my favorite cats of all time. Look at this dude. The clouded leopard is like
Damn, that's
we get to one of my favorite cats of all time. Look at this.
that's the best fucking one. Nigga, that is so fun. That's some of the cutest shit I ever seen in my motherfucking life. I would feed that motherfucker whatever he wanted, and I need that shit top tier. Oh my gosh. Nigga.
Panthers. And now, we get to one of my favorite cats of all time. Look at this dude. The clouded leopard is like a cat forgotten.
Clouded leopard. Damn, look at that motherfucker. And that looked like a nowadays picture, so that means it's a lot of them.
By time, an animated mosaic and living relic from an era long left behind. The clouded leopard is considered the missing link between big cats and not big cats, mostly because, like cheetahs, they talk themselves out of the big cat spot.
Damn. I could deal with that at the house. What, you hungry? Yeah, that's my baby out there. You fuck around, you're gonna get ate.
That is an apex predator, one that's about 3 feet long. I swear I thought they were jaguar sized as a kid, but that's probably because the first time I ever heard of one, it was trying to turn the rugrats into baby coffins. They are the closest thing to a modern day saber-toothed tiger, not by DNA, but by virtue of having the longest canines relative to body size of any cat. Like the leopard cat, the clouded leopard has a Sunda and mainland variant. While this photogenic fossil has never attacked a human, they're a threat to literally everything else. And with ankles that can rotate, and not just in the Gordon Hayward way, they can climb down trees head first like a squirrel, or upside down, because when you're apex, you just start trying shit. They're even a danger to each other. They're one of the hardest cats to breed because male.
Look at that motherfucker, boy. Just imagine having one of them motherfuckers in your yard just chilling. Cloud. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, watch him. Watch him, Guardies. What you want today? You want a whole pig? Okay. Drop a whole pig in that bitch. I don't know who's gonna get them bones out of there though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call somebody to come do that. I can't clean that motherfucker out.
Males often kill their mates in the process. Less than 20% of cloud cats in captivity are successful at mating, making them the panda of cats. But if you were expected to drop trow and make a beast with 2 backs with a complete stranger in a room full of voyeurs, you'd be less than cooperative too. It doesn't matter the size or the looks they serve, a cat of any kind is a savage to his core. And look no further than this guy. The rusty spotted cat is called the hummingbird of cats, and they're another one that could spawn in a pet store and no one would blink. That is until it murks everyone else. The rusty spotted is a highly skilled assassin that'll pounce on prey from the trees, and I really wish I had footage of that. 19th century T.C. Gurdon kept a paperweight predator as a pet that earned his respect by hunting the squirrels in his house. The cat earned a little more.
And that nigga has squirrels in the house? He must have had a lot.
When TC caught it attempting to choke out a gazelle by clamping on its neck, and the cat had to be physically removed from the now surely traumatized gazelle. That doesn't change the reality that this cat would get my credentials confiscated if I ever had to film one. I wouldn't have that problem with this one though. Not because he's not cute, but because he looks terminally unenthused by life.
Like, man, I don't give a damn about none of this. I'm a cat and I want my mouse. I'm not domestic, I'm wild. I said I'm not domestic. Nigga, you is domestic.
And I don't want to add to it. The palace cat, also called a manul, is in a perpetual state of ain't shit.
Yeah, you stay your ass in the wild, boy. Don't nobody want that shit in their house. No, ma'am.
Funny. They actually learn to growl before they even open their eyes. They're born beefing with life, and believe me, they have their reasons. Maybe it's because their choice of home can be negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit in the winter, all the way up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit come summer. Or it might be the fact that living in God's waiting room with limited exposure to pathogens means palace cats are highly susceptible to getting folded by disease when they leave the mountains. It's possible it's because their mating ritual involves the male just following around the female for days until she's ready. Something I'm sure neither's happy about. Or
they just all fucking day. Like, you ready today? No.
They'll just follow around the...
What about today? No.
Female for days until she's ready. Something I'm sure
Now she over there like, no, he over there. He ain't even asked this day. He like, I already know the bitch ain't ready today. I'm tired of this shit. My shit ready. I'm in this bitch bulging, bitch. I'm ready to get it in. I kind of want to give him to the today, but he ain't asked. That's how it be.
Either's happy about. Or it could be their scientific name being ugly-eared cat. I challenge you to find a picture of a palace cat that looks happy. This is the closest I could get. Just a temperamental ball of laundry lint that will use its tail as a blanket and will even stand on it to warm their feet. Speaking of which, the manul is actually the size of a house cat. It's just having the densest fur of any cat gives it an adorable sleeper build. The palace cat is notably afraid of humans and will go out of their way to avoid them, unless you feed them. You could never.
Oh, they hella look like little house cats. They look like they ain't gonna do shit to you.
Is notably afraid of humans and will.
They just look like. You got food? Yeah. What, you want me to smile? All right, bet. Thank you.
Will go out of their way to avoid them, unless you feed them. You could never convince me not to love me some palace cat. Not even a palace cat itself. You could fix your face though. Honestly, this cat has a lot more to be mad about. The Chinese mountain cat is only found on China's Tibetan plateau, where they're very much unknown. Few of them have actually been studied, and the biggest threat to them is that most people don't even know they exist. Show this to the average person, and they'll just assume you're one of those cat people. They'd never know that there's less than 10,000 in stock, and it's all humans' fault. The Chinese mountain cat hunts with extreme pica prejudice. So when China—
What the hell is that? That ain't no cat. That's a cat?
started poisoning them, the Chinese mountain cat caught a nasty stray. Today, most of what we know about them is from captivity, and the only time we ever seem to find them is by accident. In 2018, Hong Shangshi of the Shangshi Conservation Center was studying black-necked cranes when she randomly made eye contact with a shiny Pokemon of cats, which means someone probably spent years searching for him just to get shown up by a glorified bird watcher. But if that ain't the most cat thing a cat could do. The biggest problem with being this cat is no matter how endangered you are, your death will never hit as hard as an elephant's or a panda's. Just be glad you got to see this one. There's no missing a cougar though.
That nigga catch you in America, Brazil, that nigga be in Atlanta in the woods. You at the park, he looking at you. Let's go in the mountains. Let's go for a run on the trails. Yeah, how about let's not do that shit, nigga? There's cougars out there.
Because it's a small cat that can mog some of the big ones. They vary in size and actually get bigger the further they get from the equator, but most
them niggas get big too. They be getting huge. I ain't gonna lie, they probably really the most deadliest tiger. Not tiger, cat, like other than tigers. Like tiger, definitely most deadliest because like goddamn. But these niggas is next in line, for sure. Definitely if they not scared of you at all, like they on your ass, nigga, it's frenzy mode, nigga, I'm hungry.
They'll sit around 130 to 160 pounds. Some can clear 200, and in
like
1979,
nigga,
a hunter brought down one weighing 200.
What the fuck is that? Nigga, that look like a big ass lion. No, that's a coogie. Coogie boogie bookie. Nigga, that's scary. Nigga, you in the middle of the woods, you running to that, you know he been through a lot, nigga, he ready to go through some more. You ain't got no gun with you. You walking back talking about, hi, nigga. That's all you can do, because if you run, he at you. Because that's what it is with like tigers and shit and big cats. They don't like easy food. They like to either get the hunt or the chase. When it's just like, man, this shit right here in front of me, man, this nigga probably just want to be free or something. Man, what you nice or something, nigga? Get mad at me. Hurry up. Why you ain't mad at me? That's how they is. As soon as you get mad at them, we're like, all right, let's do it. Take off running. They like, oh, yeah. On your ass. Shit crazy. These niggas got temper problems and shit. I'm scared.
176 pounds. Cougars also have the most extensive range of any American
animal,
he
ain't even
and
blinking.
A prey base of about 500. Garfield on steroids is liable to murk moose in the Yukon and rodeo ride guanacos in Chile. Cougars are the CrossFit freaks of cats, with Olympic medaling bounce while being able to swim a mile and travel over 1,000. They also might be the most ethical killers. They're a predator with a preference not to scavenge and would rather eat what they kill. Cougars are also way more generous than anyone thought, with many being caught sharing kills with other pumas. From 2012 to 2015 in Yellowstone, 118 interactions were recorded between at least 2 cougars, and 60% of these occurred at kills, and many of them involved sharing. In fact, there's a scene from Our Planet where a teenage—
That's why it be so many of them, nigga. You see mountain lions, cougars all around America. Them motherfuckers down there everywhere. Cause them they shit. They don't be beefing with each other and they be fucking just going all over the fucking map. Just fucking.
who just left his mom attempts to steal food from a giant mountain of a male twice his size, and in a complete plot twist, the old man let the little one slide. But there's one predator that gets absolutely no love from cougars. Because mountain lions and wolves have a blood feud where
What make you go in and do some shit like that?
absolutely no love
That's scary as hell.
from cougars. Because mountain lions and wolves have a blood feud where wolf packs will gang up on any lone lions, but one-on-one, mountain lions commit first degree on a wolf. But recently, there's been more of a trend of mountain lions stalking, jumping,
Damn. That's crazy.
commit first degree on a wolf. But recently, there's been more of a trend of mountain lions stalking, jumping, and murking wolves on sight. Since 2013, cougars have been responsible for 30% of documented wolf deaths in Washington. Wolves also have beef with the lynx, but the wolves tend to do a lot better with that matchup. There's 4 flavors of lynx: the Eurasian lynx, Iberian lynx,
Yeah, the wolves ain't fucking with no cat. Cause little cats will get on the wolf ass, and if a little cat can, a big one really gonna get on you. Now wolf really, it'll get a little cat, but let's be real, nigga. You got a big ass dog in your house, them house cats, or them alley cats be on his ass when he go outside. No cat.
Canada lynx, and the bobcat lynx. The Eurasian is like the big cat of Europe, or the closest they have to one at least. They're notoriously one of the most difficult cats to track, which is a crime with a face card like that. There's many subspecies of the Eurasian persuasion, but the rarest might be the Balkan lynx, with fewer than 50 left in stock. The Iberian lynx is also one of the rarest cats, mostly cause what pika are to a mountain cat, rabbits are to the Iberian, and the rabbits dying to disease and overhunting nearly put the predator in a pack. They were down to about 62 left alive in 2001, but have since bounced back to about 2,400 as of 2024. The Canada lynx is the ultimate specialist, specializing in being the Grim Reaper to the horseshoe hare, which can make up 97% of their diet. The evolutionary arms race—
That shit crazy. And these niggas is super duper fast, agile on catch y'all, smash y'all shit. Oh shit. Let's fail.
race with the hare is likely why the Canada lynx has what we call proud family feet. But the most notable thing about them is their arguments are probably why the Appalachian Mountains have the reputation they have.
Look clean though. See, that's what your head cat sound like whenever when you go get a Charger and that bitch a V6. And you like, nigga, this a Hellcat. You put a Hellcat sticker on it. No, nigga. You got a motherfucking Bobcat, nigga. You got you a Lynx, nigga. You got your Lynx, nigga. That ain't no Hellcat. Niggas be
Then there's
pressing
the
that shit
Bobcat,
hard at the light.
Then there's the Bobcat, which I learned way
It's a
too late
regular
in
car,
life
man.
is just a lightweight lynx,
cool with
named
it.
after their short, stubby, truncated tail. Is that out of pocket? Would naming this guy Toby or Robert be? You decide. Bobcats aren't just the most common wildcat in America. They have one of the longest grocery lists too. They'll hunt rabbits, birds, mice, squirrels, but
Kick
will also
you in your
fish
shit,
for
nigga. You
salmon
ain't ready
and
for
sometimes
this.
try and
Oh, yes, I am, nigga.
solo deer. One bobcat was caught dragging a shark out of the ocean, and before you ask, of course it's Florida. Another was caught attempting to bully a black bear out of food. The lynx is dangerously close to being considered the honey badger. They're just a castration claim away.
Damn, them
You know, I
niggas
almost
amazing.
forgot to mention, the cougar also shares distant lineage with the cheetah, but its closest relative is... This is a jaguarundi, or dark jaguar, even though it looks like a self-hating weasel. I feel bad for them. Because their ranges overlap, they're definitely aware of cougars, and knowing that's what your closest cousins got blessed with.
Oh man, you gotta go get him. Chicken lettuce. This is our lions. Like when you come to America and you like, man, I wonder what they big cat is. This is our main big cat in America. Like how y'all got lions, and then you go to India and they got tigers and shit. America, we got cougars, mountain lions.
But it's like evolutionary rage
They eat
bait.
us
It's like the
too.
maned wolf and bush dogs. Just remarkably unserious. The jaguarundi moves like an animal that should
Yeah.
only exist in black and white film. But being built like an identity crisis
They got more of them definitely in Amazon, for sure. We just ain't seen them where y'all don't want them.
actually helps them hunt without being put on a shirt themselves. The fur slinky's able to slip through dense undergrowth while avoiding other cats, which they're really good at. In fact, they coined the phrase, the ocelot effect, which
That look
means
like
if
a
you see an
hairy
ocelot,
fucking
you know you
otter.
won't find a jaguarundi, because the former bullies them into hiding. But apparently the biggest threat to a jaguarundi is being mid. According to researchers, the problem is they're not the biggest cat, they're not the smallest, they're not even the biggest of the smallest, they have no spots, no stripes, they're not especially
Yeah.
endangered, just a remarkably unremarkable
Big
cat.
body, little
In fact, a
head
lot of
ass.
times they get caught on cameras when the lensman was checking for someone else. Even their name isn't that original. I really hate that for them, because a jaguarundi's dope enough on its own. They deserve better. Same with the Andean mountain cat. They're endangered, and finding this cliff kitty in the wild would mean being in the
kitty?
Andes mountains as high as 12,000 feet. It's beauty that'll take your breath. That is, if the altitude leaves any left. We don't know that much about this cat, and that has to be the 6th time I've
That motherfucker probably running on the side of the mountain and shit. Crazy.
said this in this video. And that's the problem. They also prefer death over bondage because they almost refuse to survive in captivity. Every time we tried, the mountain cat retired to a was before we could learn anything, making it one of the least understood cats on the planet, and we still can't nail down exactly how many there are. But that's also because they're constantly
Motherfucker made a quote to deal with itself like, nigga, if I ever get captured, nigga, I'm going suicide, nigga, I'm dying, nigga. If I can't be free, nigga, I can't breathe. That shit's crazy. As if all of them do that, that mean like even in the wild, like they're naturally born trained. If they get captured by anything, like, hey, take yourself out. It's the real way. Suicide.
getting confused with the Pompous cat. The Pompous is like a video game character with multiple colorways. You ever experienced the anarchy of playing Smash Brothers with 8 Kirbys? Studying the Pompous is pretty much the same, since science says there might be 5 different species of them. Might be because some argue there's only 1 species of Pompous cat, just with 7 subspecies too, but most agree on 5 flavors of this feline. Like the mountain cat, we don't know that much about a cat that often lives where it feels like you're breathing through a straw on a treadmill. Despite what you've heard, it's actually lack of curiosity killing cats like the Andean or the Pompous. I'll throw another one at you. Joffrey's cat. Named after some French dude, so more like Geoffrey. Another problem with being a house cat is people will pick them up thinking they're a house cat without a home, only to find out at the vet, which has to be annoying. It's kind of like snatching the vertically challenged off the street and then trying to put a grown man in a booster seat. To be fair, that's the Black Morph version. I promise you I'd make the same mistake. Joffrey's friend has also been called the Salt Cat because they've been seen stalking places like the Salt Flats of Bolivia. It's one of the most common wild felids in South America, and their color actually changes depending on where, with Joffrey's flexing a leopard colorway in the north, but wearing a silver coat in the south. They've also been called fishing cats, and people have seen this pet-sized cat crossing raging rivers 100 feet wide. Now,
that's crazy. Raging rivers, Red River Rapids, Red River Rapids, Red River Rapids, Red River Rapids, Red Rapid River Rivers. Shit, by the Red River Rapids. If you can get across that nigga and survive, nigga, you good.
Put these 3 cats together because they honestly look like 3 stages of the same Pokemon. The Ocelot looks like a Latin clouded leopard, so I stand them off principle, even though they have the eyes that knows something's coming and knows you can't stop it. Although given the chance, I'd probably let it happen. The Ocelot's prey consists of anything that won't kill them first, including other cats. But there's one animal they seem to be friends with, and out of all the options they have, for some reason they choose opossums. Ocelots and opossums have been caught casually walking around together, and this wasn't just a one-time occasion. This has happened multiple times throughout the years. They even tested this by placing fabric strips with the scent of an ocelot, one with a puma's and some random third, and the opossums overwhelmingly preferred Eau du Ocelot. We don't know what it's about, but I'm getting shades of badger and coyote. The margays like nature copied the—
That's crazy how certain animals like to hang out. Like, bro, you up? Hold up, I'm on my way. Yeah, it'd be some weird looking shit. You would not expect that. And I think that, and it's just crazy because like they probably just communicate just like off I knew you was gonna do that. It never was like, because you don't speak tiger, and I don't speak otter. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, follow me. That's it.
Ocelot assignment, but changed a few answers. It's an anime-eyed paralysis demon to anything in its weight class in the trees. They also have ankles that can rotate 180 degrees, meaning they can free run through trees and cancel life subscriptions while hanging upside down. It's a mythical tree merchant that
when animals be running with each other, like how we just seen that coyote and that goddamn badger. Like, where do you think they going? Like, what are they doing? Like, do they got jobs and shit or something? Or is they just discover all day? Discover, hunt, eat. Discover, hunt, eat. Because, like, some, like, they got to come home, feed their kids. You know, they got to hunt, make sure their kids eat, make sure their family eat, get back, run the kingdom, you know. But the ones that ain't got kids and they just running off of coyotes and shit, like, what are they going off to do? On some Timon and Pumbaa shit, just living life, hippie style.
will use psychological warfare against their prey, because margays will imitate the sound of their prey to lure them out. One margay was watched mimicking the cry of a baby tamarin, apparently well enough to convince the adults to stop what they were doing and investigate. This branch warrior is serotonin to anyone who isn't a bird or a monkey, but the cod is like boss music for depression. Also called the guinya, it's one of the smallest cats in the world, weighing about as much as a 5-pound dumbbell. Unfortunately, not everyone thinks they're cute. To Mapuche locals, the cod was an omen of famine, disease, and even death, and would be destroyed on sight. According to legend, the cod is immune to bullets and has a habit of decapitating chickens to drink their blood.
This motherfucker is basically a cat from death and immune to bullets. What does that mean? Like, they can't get shot and die? Huh? How the fuck is that possible? And I want to see it on camera.
Which led to a lot of farmers smoking them out of principle, even though cod do them a service with free rodent control. Luckily, the cod's reputation has gotten better throughout the years. And last and certainly not least is the tiger cat, also known as the oncilla. It's like nature heard me hype the clouded leopard and the margay just to mess around and give me both. When they're not stalking the jungle floor grocery shopping, they're shacked up somewhere in a tree. It was once thought to be another.
It's just, man, they like a lot of these look so much alike, bro. And it's like, duh, but like, damn, all over the world, they just fucking. This motherfucker run into a house cat. Now we got house cat, leopard, lizard, lion. And then, like, this motherfucker probably got a little bit of monkey in him. You know, a little bit of pet lemur or something. This shit fire, though. What did it sound like?
Version of an ocelot, until they were eventually determined to be their own.
That shit clean, bro. And the body ain't like all fat. It look more like cat. When the body, like when I see the cats that was on this video, like with the big body, small head, ooh, long body, short legs, that shit look gross. That's why I don't like wiener dogs. And them little, I can barely have them. I look at some Frenchies and be like, that motherfucker better have some cool spots, you know, blue and brown eyes. So that nigga ugly.
Thing. And in 2013, it was discovered that there's actually 2 separate species of tiger cat, but in total, it's said there's under 10,000 tiger cats left, with deforestation speedrunning the decline. And just like that, that is every small cat. Holy fuck. This will be by far my longest video. Only cats could get that out of me. Cats are in this weird place where they're so normalized, many don't realize how close many of them are to only existing in past tense. But one way to help—
that motherfucking cat was little. See, some be looking like raccoons. Like, there's probably so many of these cats that we've seen other than just an alley cat, and we didn't realize, like, damn, that was a whole fucking masseuse donkey. You know, whatever the fuck the name is. Nigga, that was a Shanghai low cat. What? How you know? Nigga, that was a red panda cat. Like, there's always that one nigga that study shit that we don't even think he's studying about. Like, nigga, I just seen a masseuse red panda cat. What? Nigga, that's a masseuse red panda cat. Newman. It's a Newman. Like, how'd you know that? Nigga, I studied it. Damn, this motherfucker good. It's all you know, it's that one nigga in the friend group that just studies some random shit like that. And you be like, how'd you know that, nigga?
It's just by acknowledging them. And I've done my part, so that's gonna do it for this video. Look,
why you walk like that? Dab on the nigga ass, nigga. Dab on the nigga ass, nigga. Thank you. Thank you for the black shoes. Hold on, Bobo. Dab on the nigga ass, nigga. Oh, man, I need to get out of here. I'm sneezing. Y'all gonna watch me drink this because I need a minute left. I'll be at an hour. I'm thirsty. I almost drowned. Damn, now my nose feel like not running, but it been feeling like that. I'm gonna take me a Benadryl. I'm gonna take me a Benadryl on this stupid ass. Hey, Benadryl.
I'm tired, bro. So we just gonna run through this. My book, my Patreon. If you feel like it, I don't really need it.
Speaking of Patreon, from another view, go check my Patreon out, man.
Drink water, call your parents, cat, and I'ma see y'all in the next one.
Oh my granny.
Hey babies, you got 500,000 people that love yous.
Oh, what did you? I see she didn't get attacked, so they can love you. Damn, I need to go get me a clouded leopard.
Think about that. Yeah. See, you got 500,000 people that love you. Yeah. Say thank you.
That's crazy. I won. Man. But yeah, man, that's going to be the end of this video, man. Need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, man. Turn in post notifications on. And until next time, peace. I'm finna go blow my motherfucking nose.